Where's the album, Kanye? Where's the album? Where's the album? Where is it? Alright, friends. Hold on, let me just put the thing down. But, here we are. The last UU video got quite a few views, so I decided to go ahead and stick some more UU because I guess a lot of you guys want to see that. This is versus Hog from the Runers, I believe, versus Kokoloko, who, even though he's not a part of the Runers team, some people can consider him a Runer in a sense from his stint as the UU tier leader. But that's besides the point. He's still a highly skilled UU player. Both these guys are going to bring some balance. Kokoloko bringing offense, and Hog definitely bringing traditional balance. Like, if you replace that Sceptile with, like, Celebi or something, that team could easily, and then, like, maybe Sableye with, like, Rotom, maybe Spiritomb, but probably not. But that team could easily be a DPP team that Hog is bringing. It's very close in structure to a typical DPP balance team. Kokoloko bringing what looks to be a pretty powerful ORAS UU bulky offense squad. I don't believe Mega Zam is in UU. I believe it's just regular Zam. So that's almost definitely going to be Mega Aerodactyl, but Mega Aerodactyl is still a very powerful threat. Suicune also a very powerful threat. And Hog's breakers for Suicune don't look to be that plentiful. He has Sceptile, which with Leaf Storm can do quite a bit of damage. I believe even if Suicune sets up a Calm Mind, 2 Leaf Storms will still take it out if it's modest, but don't quote me on that. But it looks like his team plan really for Suicune is just to pressure, but these bulkier balanced teams, Suicune just eats up. Of course, Milotic could also have Dragon Tail to phase it out. But Kokoloko also happens to have Hydreigon. Zam or Aerodactyl is the right moveset. He's going to be in a good spot, so I don't know if Hog was trying to counter style, but Kokoloko looks very prepared for this bulky balance structure that Hog is bringing. So I'm going to go ahead and get this game in. Hog is going to lead with Melodic. Hold on, let me make this a little bit faster. As Kokoloko is going to lead with Suicune, so this is going to be interesting if we see some Scald Wars. Yup. Shoutouts to ORAS. Also in the background, I'm installing Office on this computer because this is my desktop, but normal. I didn't have Office installed on here because I was lazy, but you know, it's just I finally got around to installing Office on here, so I hope that my thing doesn't reboot, but if you hear the fans going a little hard in the background, that's probably why. Or if something pops up. So, esteemed user drops, what a lovely day to boil water. Kokoloko, a true show of what good Pokemon players do. Luck over skill, indeed. I play tennis, lol, dash. So this is fantastic. So through 3 turns, no boiling water has burned anybody. That's a surprise. Suicune's going to get forced out of there, obviously. Kokoloko is probably going to try to go to Florges. Yep, that looks to be his Sceptile answer. Maybe if he needs to, he can go to Nidoqueen, but from what I understand, Nidoqueen doesn't carry Fire Blast. But he switches Nidoqueen right in there, so I guess it does. But Fortress is still a good play. Lay hazards down. It's a good way to pressure Suicune. Also pressures Nidoqueen. I'm guessing Kokoloko gets rocks up right here. Yeah, there's no way Fortress is going to stay in there, especially if Kokoloko switches right in. But Melodic is a good switch, and now you hit that that boiling water button. What was the original Japanese name in the old Black one? Wasn't it actually just straight up boiling water? Suicune probably has Rest Talk, or at the very minimum Rest. It might be Rest. It might be Scald Ice Beam Rest. It might be Roarcoon, which actually would be interesting. Wait, is Suicune faster than Melodic? I think so. If that's the case, then Roarcoon could be an interesting little tech to beat out Dragon Tail Melodic. Because well, I'm saying that is because he has Florges, so he definitely has the potential aromatherapy support. And even then, it's not like non-sleep Tycoon is bad, because Suicune's just so fat that sometimes it might even be better for like PP wars and stuff. So Scald's going. The water is cold according to user Hug in the chat. And Sableye just gonna knock off Suikun's leftovers. I think that was a misplay from Kokoloko. Going to Florges or Nidoqueen or something right there. Even the Hydreigon would have been better, even though I don't think that would have been a good play either. But Suicune, like, Calm Mind Suicune eats these types of teams up. That's why you don't really see balance in UU that often, at least from what I see. Because Suicune is, at least from my understanding of it, and that reason why I'm phrasing my words that way is because I'm not a UU expert. An ORAS UU expert, anyway, see me in that BW. But I'm not 100% sure on these things, so if someone comes along and says this is wrong, then guess what? You just educated me. I'm not claiming to be right. I'm just inferencing based on what I know about Mons. But Suicune eats these types of teams up. So these types of teams I don't think would be very good. So Hog definitely had to bank on him not bringing a Coon, and there is a Coon. So Coon's easily the win con, but you just let your leftovers get knocked off. I don't really agree with that play. A couple other plays went down while I was talking about that, but no one cares about it. So Dark Pulse from Hydra. There's Taunt. This means it probably doesn't have Draco from what I think they usually run. I think sometimes they do run Draco, but I know this was a set in Black White 1. Yep, there is Draco, so I'm wrong. But Taunt Hydra in Black White 1, which is really the only time I ever see Taunt Hydra. I mean, sometimes it is a thing in Black White 2 as well as in ORAS, obviously. But Black White 1 was the first place that I saw Taunt Hydra. And they usually carry Dragon Pulse, not Draco, because they were more focused on stall breaking as opposed to wall breaking, so you didn't necessarily need the power, you wanted the reliability. But now Fortress can come in safely because Taunt Hydra carries Roost, so that means that there's no fire attack, and after 2 Dracos, Fortress is sitting here like, ooh, give me this free switch in, and now Fortress is going to set up some spikes. And I think Fortress can get a 3rd layer down here. It might want to spin. And yeah, Nidoqueen comes in there to take minimal spikes damage. And he decides to spin. Just as good of a play as laying down a layer of spikes. Obviously the 3rd layer of spikes would be cool for pressuring Suicune, especially because no lefties. Especially because Florges is also a thing, Nidoqueen too. But at the same time, I think that the rapid spin was nice because you can force Nidoqueen to rocks right there. And that's why Hog decides to stay in, I think, and spike up because he figured that Kokoloko was just going to go for rocks, thinking that Fortress was going to switch up. But Kokoloko just goes for Earth Power right there, figuring that Hog is going to switch out and hit something on the switch. And then either way, you get a cool 58%. But now Fortress gets a 3rd layer of spikes down. Infernape is looking kind of dangerous, but Aerodactyl's dangerous too. Plus Nidoqueen is gone, so no hazards for Hog to worry about. And even though his team isn't necessarily rocks weak for these fat teams, preventing any sort of entry hazard damage is nice. Especially because I don't think Kokoloko has any other hazard setters. It's very, 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 like, it just doesn't make any sense for him to have rocks on Aerodactyl. So Sableye is going to come in. When did it get burned? I'm guessing it got scalded because there's been like a gazillion scalds this game. But Taunt comes out from Hydra. Ooh, there's a missed Draco. And now Sableye can knock off. And now Hydra is all of a sudden a lot less threatening. So that's very unfortunate for Kokoloko, that Draco miss. Because the Draco Meteor, if it didn't KO Sableye, another Dark Pulse would have. To be fair, you could argue that Dark Pulse was still a 2-hit KO. And he should have just gone for that. And not risk Draco missing. But at the same time, I think Draco, based on how much that non-life orb Dark Pulse does, I think a Draco would have just straight up taken it out. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. Because now you're knocked off. And now Sableye's still around and it's still annoying. Now Nape comes in to take the taunt. And I'm guessing it just CCs right here. Here's Suicune. And Suicune's not going to take 2 of these CCs. Infernape is very powerful. And I'm not sure what that damage is. I'm trying to think how much a Scarf CC would do to max HP, max defense Suicune. Because I'm not sure if that's banded or not. I'm trying to think, and I think that is banded. But now Infernape is being withdrawn. Aerodactyl's gonna... Whoa. That was like an actual make... Why do people buy the games anymore? Just play Showdown, dude. Fuck the game. Yo, VGC World Championships, people's just gonna be sitting there in front of their computer, just playing Showdown. And then they can start salting at each other. And then they'll only have the capture of the screen so people can just talk shit in chat. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Well, that's besides the point. So, Entry takes a bunch of damage. Unfortunately, there's no entry hazards to punish Infernape because Hog played really smart around Nidoqueen. Or rather, Kokoloko just over-predicted. I guess you could say both. We're going to say Hog played well because that's what we do around here. But anyways, now Sableye is going to go down. And Infernape took a bunch of damage from that pursuit, like I said earlier. But now Infernape can come in and it can just U-turn. Gets a crit. So I'm guessing... I think U-turn to Hydra from Scarf Nape only does like 50, maybe even less. So I'm guessing that that has to be choice banned. So Sceptile's going to come out. Sceptile's going to protect. I guess that's a tech that they use to get the Mega off. That's the word I'm looking for. So I guess you, in theory, really only need 3 attacks. Grass Stab, Dragon Stab, and then like HP Fire or something. Maybe they run Leech Seed, I don't know. Leech Seed Protect would be cool. But the thing is that Aerodactyl's still faster. So if Aerodactyl has a flying move, then Sceptile's still gone. I think Sceptile can tank a Stone Edge. It might not, though, because a Tough Claw Stone Edge from Aerodactyl is really powerful. So now Swampert's going to come in. Because of the 3-layer spikes, Swampert, or not Swampert, Kokoloko actually can't switch out. So now he has to sack Aerodactyl right here. Oh, it got rocks up too, so that's even more punishing. At that point in the game, though, I think I might... I'm guessing he didn't switch in Zam because... Well, first of all, he probably doesn't have anything to deal with Swampert, rather. And then he probably has Focus Sash too, and that's part of his game plan. I'm guessing. I guess we'll see. So, Psychic's going to come out. It's going to take out Pert. Florges... Oh, no. Oh, no, there's no Focus Sash. Okay, my computer went to sleep mode for a second, so... That's why I said, oh, no, but... Kokoloko says in chat that he is Choice Scarf. Well, he outsped, so that makes no sense. Oh, and there's a crit onto Florges. It doesn't matter at that point because Infernape just won. And even then, I think if push came to shove, Melodic would have been able to beat it 1v1. But that crit is real unfortunate for Hog. So I play Tennis Lol says, bet that Draco missed didn't matter either. But yeah, that game was pretty solid on both sides. Hog definitely got a bit lucky versus Coco. But at the same time, he definitely was at a disadvantage versus Kokoloko. And his game plan of getting hazards up and taking advantage of the relative fatality of Kokoloko's team was really well done on his part. So even though he got the look that he needed to win, he executed about as well as he could have. So that was good to Hog. Good to Kokoloko too. He still played a pretty solid game. Even though he got lucked, I still disagree with him letting Suicune get knocked off. But at the same time, I don't really think it mattered in the long term of things because Hog was able to get a bunch of hazards down. And he was also able to prevent Coco from getting his rocks up to pressure his team. Just that little extra. But anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed. And catch you guys on the next video.